Yo, what is up guys? Welcome to another Wild Rift video. Last week I pulled out all my hair off my head because I was losing a lot of ranked matches, but luckily it is growing back, so we're doing fine. And today's video, I have a really nice game for you because we played a full burst composition and I was playing Alistar. We had Alistar, we had Yasuo, we had Jhin, we had Evelynn, and we had Fizz. All these champions are burst champions. So this video is going to be very nice because I explained to you how you should play with a burst composition, because I see a lot of people that do not know how to play a burst composition. So if you want to skip to the gameplay, I'll put a timestamp in the description and in the video. So now I'm going to be talking about the build. With Alistar, there are two builds. This is the first build and this is the second build that I have for you. So let's talk about the first build. You start with Locket. Why? Locket is just a really nice item. After you get Locket, oh, by the way, during your Locket, you can choose boots. You can either choose for Ionian boots, Ninja Tabi, or Mercury's threats. Now, when do you go for Mercury's threats and Ionian boots? Okay, if the enemy has full attack damage, you go for Ninja Tabi. If the enemies have like a lot of ability power, you can go for Mercury's threats, but I don't really recommend it. Only if they have a lot of ability power. And if they have like a mix and you just want to have cooldown reduction of your abilities, get Ionian Boots of Lucidity. Okay, in a normal game, you get Zeke's Convergence and Protector's Vow. These two items are really good because like, look at this one. Casting your ultimate surrounds you with a blizzard and ignites nearby allies for 10 seconds. And then it slows enemies, things like that. You know, it's gonna buff your teammates. Protector's Vow is gonna give your teammates a shield and movement speed. So these items are gonna be very good in a normal game where you do a lot of 5v5 fights. Okay, after these first three items, it is situational. It really depends what you need. Like if the enemy has a lot of crit, for example, you can get Randuin's Omen. If you just want to be tanky and have movement speed, get Deadman's Plate. If you're playing against Cannon or Aurelion Soul that's dealing a lot of damage, you know, if you're playing against enemies that deal continuous damage with the same ability, get Adaptive Helm. It's situational. Like you can go for a lot of items. You really have to look at what the enemy is doing to choose your last items. Okay, let me talk to you quickly about the runes. Aftershock is perfect. Perfect for Alistar. When you do your engage, after immobilizing an enemy champion, gain defense. After immobilizing an enemy champion, gain defense and later deal burst of damage. So when you engage, first of all, you're going to be tankier and you're going to deal bonus damage. How good is that? This rune is perfect for Alistar. Always go for this rune. Secondly, weakness. Again, Alistar has a lot of CC. He has a knock-up. He has a stun of his third ability. And this is going to make them take 5% more damage after you use CC on them. Very nice. And loyalty is very nice in Alistar too. Now, okay, wait. During the other build, you can also go for a different one. But let me just talk to you about this build first. Loyalty is very nice. It really works well with your build. Because when you get close to your teammates, you know, you're going to give them 5 armor and 2 magic resist. It's perfect. I personally really like to run Pack Hunter on Alistar because first of all you get bonus movement speed, and when you kill an enemy you get bonus gold and your ally gets bonus gold. This is just really nice, you know. It's just nice on Alistar. Let me tell you, like the other ones are just not good. You can also go for Hunter Genius, but Pack Hunter is better. Okay, so let me quickly talk to you about the other build that you can go for. First of all, when do you go for this build? You go for this build if you want to dive the enemies and tank as much damage as possible, okay? Now, why is this an important build? Because it's really good with burst damage. And if you have a composition full of burst damage, it's so nice to have like a Deadman's Plate, Thornmail, and the thing is, Zeke's Convergence is so good that you should still go for it, but just not as a first item. So these two first items are gonna make you so tanky against attack damage. It's actually insane. So with a build like this, you're just gonna be incredibly tanky. And the point of this build is you dive in and you tank. Okay, let me quickly talk to you about the runes. Of course, you should go Aftershock. You should still go Weakness. But here, you can go for Backbone if you want. Or you can go for Conditioning for the early game defense. Now, Backbone is gonna make you unkillable late game. It's literally gonna make you unkillable late game. Now, Loyalty is still fine. But as I said, you can decide to go for Backbone during this one. No, I mean Conditioning, not Backbone. The one that gives you 8 armor and 8 magic resist after 5 minutes. Sorry, this is the one that I was talking about, conditioning. Because this is going to make you incredibly tanky in the late game. So here you also go for Pack Hunter. Pack Hunter is just the best one on Alistar. Now, enough about the build. Let's get on to the gameplay. Alright, so this is not live gameplay, but the way that I'm gonna do this is I'm gonna be explaining mistakes that happen in this game, and I'm gonna be explaining a lot of really great plays. And the reason that I chose this game is because I'm just gonna say that this game has a lot of mistakes and a lot of great plays. So this is a really good game for you to watch. It's very entertaining, and I'm sure you're gonna learn a lot from it too. Okay, so oops. It starts quite simple. You know, we just help the jungler with the blue buff. This is always nice, you know. It's always nice to help your jungler because the clear is going to be a little faster. And, okay, we see that the enemy came from the red side. Now, let me tell you one thing that you can do in a situation like this that I didn't do. You could type in the chat, enemy started red buff. Because we are 99% sure that the enemy started red buff. Because the Jinx and the Lulu were a little late. They leashed the jungler, right? So perhaps we should have told our team, guys, the enemy jungler started at the red side, so he's gonna end at the blue side. Yeah, he's right there. Like, as you can see, it would have helped if we mentioned it. Okay, so I see the enemy jungler. I immediately want to go for help. So let's watch what I do here. I'm not gonna say much. I'm just pinging my Jhin to be careful, and I try to go for the help. Like, he's somewhere here, but we don't know exactly where. Okay, look at this. Look at what I'm doing. I'm alone. And look at what I'm doing. I'm trying to push him away. But they all rotate on me, and they force a flash out of me. This was not good. So, the mistake that I made here, which is actually, I would say, a pretty big mistake, because now I don't have my flash, and we don't have the heal anymore, the honey fruit. I was overextending. When I saw the Xin Shao, I should have just gone back. Because he can just catch me out like that. I didn't think that they would be able to do that to me, but they are able to do that to me. Like, you're not tanky in the early game. So here I did a great engage, but we can't really do that much yet. You know, we're not that strong. What the hell? He flashes in, which I don't like at all. And as you can see, like, our team is getting a little tilted at each other. The Evelyn is saying, Fizz, stupid, give them more scuttles. Yeah, we gave both scuttles to them, and look at this engage though. Beautiful. Like, me and Jhin are doing some beautiful engages. Imagine if I had my flash here, I would have been able to do a flash combo and push them back. See, this is what I mean with, like, you might think that I made a small mistake in the early game, but it was actually a pretty big mistake. It was actually a pretty big mistake. Because it might have cost us a kill. So let's look at this game. The Evelyn died once, which is of course not good. And she died to the Annie. Now, Annie is very annoying in the early game, especially if she gets, like, ahead. Because when she has the bear and she's ahead, she's literally gonna one-shot us with the bear. And without... What is he saying? I don't know what he's trying to say, but it's a little weird. So... Ooh, he's also dead. Okay, let me tell you the way that Alistar works, alright? Alistar has this beautiful combination of using your second ability and your first ability to knock up an enemy. Now, this ability is really good to catch out the enemy. And on top of this, Alistar is super tanky. So the way that you need to play Alistar is try to catch out enemies if they overextend. You can just punish them super hard. And the good thing is your third ability is a stun as well. It's just Alistar has the perfect kit to catch out an enemy. You will literally force a flash, or you will kill them with Alistar if you play it well. So I really want you to look how I play Alistar in this game, because I do these engages very effectively during this game. Okay, what I do here is another very important thing to note, okay? I go back right before Dragon to get my lock kit. Look, this is the perfect moment to go back. When before the Dragon spawns, you should almost always backport and get an item. Because then you're gonna be at your strongest during the dragon fight. Now, the best scenario is, as an ADC or a mid laner or something like that, you go back, get your tier 3 item, and the enemy laner doesn't have a tier 3 item. If that's the case, you need to fight. Because the advantage the advantage you'll have is so huge that you just need to fight when that happens. So, the Jhin and the Jinx don't have an item, and they actually killed the Annie, which is very nice. Wait, what? No, he pinged the Annie. I'm so sorry, I'm blind. I mean, look, I'm gonna explain to you one more thing. The Cloud Dragon, which is up right now, is actually not that important of a dragon. Oh, look at me. What am I doing? I was just hard engaging there. Unfortunately, I'm just tanking the turret, but it seems like they do not want to dive. Okay, at the end of the day, it did pay off my engage. Oh no, this is not good. Okay, we see the Annie coming. So look, we make such a mistake here. We go in while the Annie is coming. Look at this, look at this. The enemy is there. The Annie is there, I mean. Oh, look. I died because of map awareness. Like right now, while rewatching the game, you could easily see the Annie on the map. During the game, I did not watch the map, and that's why I died. Like if I looked at the map, I would not have died, because then I would have gone back and known that the Annie was coming. And here, unfortunately... Oh, he actually almost stole it, damn. Unfortunately, they get the dragon. So what I was gonna say earlier is, the Cloud Dragon is the worst dragon. So, like, it's okay if the enemy takes the Cloud Dragon. It's really not that good of a dragon. Like, I want to tell you something. If you have a really weak team, like Nasus in the top lane or something like that, it's actually sometimes better to push a turret in Baron lane instead of rotating. Because you're likely going to be losing a 5v5 at the dragon fight. So what you can do as a Nasus, for example, is stay in Baron lane, just ping your team to not engage in a fight, and push a turret. You'll just get a turret. Like, obviously that's not a good trade, but as a bad early game composition, sometimes you just have to do that. Make the best out of the situation. You know, the game will not always go the way that you want it to go. And as I said, like sometimes as a Baron laner, you just need to push a turret instead of rotating to dragon. So, let's see. This game has an incredible late game. That is also why I chose this game, by the way. But I was laying on the couch, so I was too lazy to do live commentary. I'm so sorry. And, okay. Let me tell you all about our comp. Our composition is a burst composition, okay? Just look at our composition. We have Alistar, which is good for catching out enemies. We have Jhin, who deals a lot of burst damage. We have Evelynn, who is all about burst damage. And we have Fizz. And Fizz, what does Fizz do? Burst damage. So we have 4 champions. Oh, well, I'm being a little toxic here. We have 4 champions that are full burst, okay? And I really want you to watch how we play around our kits. Because in the late game, we do some crazy things with these kits. So you'll see what's gonna happen. And actually, like, this is not good what's happening now. We lost our mid lane turret. Oh, I engage? Look at this. Look at this is what Alistar can do, guys. This is what Alistar can do. And the Annie is here again. Like my Jhin is like, hell no, I ain't doing this. He's going out and I'm also going out. But we get the counter gank and look at this. Beautiful, beautiful rotation from my team. We were just like kind of wasting time from the enemy. We just flashed away, wasted their time, and then we had a counter gank. Beautifully played. And this is what our comp is good at. Like dealing burst damage to enemies. Jhin used his ultimate, Evelynn engaged, Fizz engaged. You know, if we do all these things at the same time, while the enemy is a little low, we just kill them. And I stay here actually. Even though we're low and we get another kill. And oh, even the Jinx ultimate. Look at how low we all are. Like I was almost backporting. And the Jinx came, the Xin Zhao came. So I stayed, helped my team kill him, and then we went back. That was really, really good for us. Like, we just got like 5 kills over there. Or 4, I don't remember. So I'm thinking of what to build here. What am I gonna choose? Deadman's Plate. I wanna be tanky. So, I'm not going for that other item. I forgot its name. Protector's Vow. I'm not going for Protector's Vow, which is the green item. Because I don't want to save my team. I want to save myself. And why am I going for that? Let me tell you why. Because we have a burst composition. And they are all pretty squishy. Evelynn, Jhin, Fizz. And what I want to do is I want to engage and allow my team to burst down the enemies. Look, like this is what I mean. I need to be tanky, not my teammates. So I'm going for Deadman's Plate to be able to just hard engage on the enemies. Hard engage on the enemies and tank as much damage as possible. That's my goal right now. So I'll be going for a Deadman's Plate. And if I don't, it's a mistake. And let me see. I tell my team to group here because the Infernal Dragon is going to be spawning. Yes. Now this dragon is important. Especially for a composition like ours. Because it's obviously going to increase our burst damage. And me and Jhin are doing beautiful combos. And look at this. Me and Jhin. Damn, son. this is what we excel at. This is what we're good at. Catching out an enemy. And here we go again. I stun him exactly on a Jhin trap and we just kill him. Look at how beautifully our teammates are playing. Oh my god, the Annie hurts a lot though. Do we get it? We got it. That, like, okay, I just want to mention how well we played that. Even though the enemies just killed all of us, we still did good. I have no idea why the Fizz is in bot lane, by the way. I have no idea why. If the Fizz was with us, we would have actually been able to kill them. But yeah, kind of weird that the Fizz is in bot lane. But still, I really want you to watch at the way we're fighting with this composition. We're just bursting enemies down. Now, in a 5v5 team fight, we won't, like, the enemy is gonna have an advantage on us in a 5v5 team fight because they have a Jinx, they have Lulu. What do we have? We have burst. The enemies deal more damage than us in a longer period, but we deal more damage in a short period. Now, like, we play around that, and we do that very well in this game. And the way that we do that is we try to catch out an enemy and just put all the burst on that one enemy and kill him. Okay? That is our way of winning the game. He's going for the Annie. Like, look. Oh, I failed my combo. Oh my god. If I hit the combo, we would have probably killed him, actually. Oh, and he killed him anyways. But this is what I mean. You see that this is the power of our comp. But look at this. Jinx is just going ham on our team. And she did not get the kill, which sucks for her, actually. And we are just bursting them down one by one. One by one, and we're killing them off. Do you see my point here? I'm telling you, if this would have been a 5v5 fight, a normal fight, I don't think we would have won the fight. But we just catched out one after the other, and that is how you play a composition like this. And this is really important to note, guys, because I never saw anyone talk about things like this, so that's why I'm doing it. Wait, actually, what am I gonna go for? I'm kind of curious what I go for. What did I go for? Deadman's Blade, exactly. And after, I hope I don't go for Protector's Vow. What am I gonna do? I'm going for Protector's Vow anyways. So, now that I'm rewatching the game, I want to tell you that I think Protector's Vow is a mistake. Because Randuin's Omen, if I got that for example, it would have been super good to deny damage from the Jinx. During this game, I should have just gone for full defense. Full defense. And I don't like... I think I shouldn't have even gone for that first item that I went for. I think I should have just gone for full defense, like Thormill, Deadman's Blade, Randuin's Omen. Okay, what I tell my team here is 1-3-1, which means 1 pushes bot, 1 pushes top, 3 push mid lane. Why do I tell my team this? We have Baron, by the way. And look. They're going for the Fizz, but it's okay. It is okay. Why is it okay? Watch. He even gets a kill, actually. What a legend. I'm gonna tell you why it is okay. It is okay because 3 of us, we can just destroy one that's left. Because we have a burst composition. And I tell him, good. Evelyn is pushing top lane. Fizz traded kills and he was pushing bot lane. And we got a turret in mid lane and got a kill. With a composition like this, you don't want to be pushing as a 5-man team. Okay? Listen closely, okay? You do not want to push as a 5-man team. Don't. Because you have burst champions. Like, as you saw, the Fizz was able to catch out one enemy. We were able to destroy the Lulu with our composition. That is all because we're playing to our strengths. And the strengths of this composition is burst. So, don't stick together as 5 in situations like this. Split up and push all the lanes. Look at how much pressure we put on the enemy. And actually, he killed us all. Holy moly. Like, the Annie is actually a problem in this game. It's just that we've been smarter during this game. We've been way smarter during this game. Why is he saying Fizz stupid? Fizz just died. I feel kind of bad for the Fizz now. Like, he's talking badly about the Fizz. Now here, this is also questionable. Like, the Fizz should be defending mid lane. I don't really know what he's doing in bot lane. Yep. Should have been defending mid lane. Okay. We have top lane pushing, we have bot lane pushing. We should perhaps try to go for the dragon. Like, the enemy is obviously doing dragon now. Let's see if we can catch them. That's what I would do if I was in the situation again. Like, look, we're running to the dragon. And they got it, unfortunately. So they got it, we need to go back. Oh my god, never mind. Our burst composition is just... Oh, this is the power of our comp, guys. Burst. Just look at this game. I want you to count how many times we're having a 5v5 fight. I think your count is gonna be on 0. And that is perfect. That is perfect. Your count should be 0. Because 5v5 is a lost fight for us. Now I wonder, I don't actually remember if we win or lose this game. Like look, I'm looking for a catch again. I want to dive and get my combo off. Fizz ults him. And he flashes away. Okay, he uses ult. Of course, I have to save my Fizz, but the Fizz has a stasis enchant anyways. I used my locket for Fizz, but he was fine anyways. Okay, so what we do here is we kind of need to catch out an enemy and then go for Baron. But it's a little rough situation right now because this is likely going to be a 5v5 fight that's going to happen right now. Look at this. This is what I mean. If it's a 5v5, we're going to have a really hard time. Like as you can see, we're losing the fight. Even though it seems like we're super ahead in this game. In a 5v fight, we are not going to be good. Yep. Yep. Exactly as I'm saying so. As with a comp like this, no 5v5s. No. Don't do that. You're gonna lose the 5v5. For sure. And I don't think my team fully understood that. Like, we've played it really well, but I don't think they quite understood that we should not have taken that fight. Like, I was playing it very passively because I knew that we would lose this fight. What am I gonna say my team? All chat. Oh, I tell him to turn off all chat. Hi. Lol, HellsDevil just saw you now. Hi. Okay, that's kind of cute. Ah, that's kind of cute. Look at this, another catch. We got another catch. I use my locket, and the locket saved his ass so hard. Look at that. Best support ever, guys. Oy, he dives 1v4. Look, this is the way that you throw a game with a burst composition. And I catch out the Zed. Boom! And we killed the Zed because I caught her out in Jhin ultimate. Again, playing to our strengths. And again, look at this. A full team fight 4v4 is a loss for us. It's a loss. So, how do we win this game? Okay, it might seem like a one game already, but it's not. If we engage in these 5v5 fights, we are not gonna win. And now let me tell you one more problem that we have during this game. Which is Elder Dragon. Here I'm looking, yeah, I'm getting Thornmill. I want to be as tanky as possible. And during this game, I'm like engaging on the enemies all the time, so I want to be dealing damage as well with the Thornmill. So let me tell you the problem of this game. The problem is Elder Dragon. It's the Elder Mountain Dragon. And why is that actually a huge problem? First of all, it's Elder Dragon. It gives them bonus damage. Second of all, Mountain Dragon gives the enemies a lot of shields. So that means our burst is going to be less effective. And I actually called the Baron here, which and this is a really good call. Why is it a good call? We killed the enemy jungler. We killed the enemy jungler. We have our jungler. We can just smite the Baron and get the Baron very easily. This was very good call by me. Very, very good call. Okay, what am I going to ping my team? Okay, so Elder is up. What am I going to say? Fizz, push. Okay, I say Fizz, push bot. We do Elder. I think it's a good call, actually. Yeah, I think I like this call. Because Fizz can waste our time. Yeah, I like this call. We just need to do it fast, though. We need to do it fast. Like, look at what they're doing. Oh, I want to tell you what we're doing here. I want to tell you what my teammates are doing, which I actually really like. So, we're doing Dragon. But another thing that we're doing is Yasuo and Evelynn are waiting for the enemies. This is perfect. Why? Because again, burst damage. If enemies come very fast, they can just get a free kill. So let's watch how it works out. Let's watch. He goes in on the Annie, and he got the Annie. Oh my god, that was actually so close. They almost got the Elder Dragon. What? So what the Fizz did was really good because he wasted all of their time, which didn't allow them to engage in a 5v5 fight here. Like, all I'm trying to do in this game is make sure that my team does not do a 5v5 fight here. I want to be doing like these small fights. That's all I want to do. No 5v5s, just small fights. So that's why I pinged my Fizz to go bot lane. Even though he died, it was fine. And we won the game. So, I really hope you guys learned a lot from this game. And, oh, oops, the camera is not working. Let's just do it like this then. And, yeah. Thank you very much for watching. like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and I will see you all. Wait, actually, I need to show the builds. 1 second. Wait. 1 second. I'm so sorry, guys. Here. Look at this. The Evelyn and the Jhin did so much damage. And here, look at this. This is how the game went. I had 1 kill, 17 assists. It was a really good game. So thank you very much for watching. I will see you all in the next Wild Rift video. Bye bye.